Here's something most people don't know about FTF. Before it was ever in a bottle, it was a book. Actually, let me back up, because even that wasn't the original plan. I didn't start researching blocked fallopian tubes because I wanted to create a business. I wasn't trying to develop a product, and I definitely wasn't planning on becoming an author. I was just trying to help myself. I'd been told at 24 that both of my fallopian tubes were blocked. And because I couldn't afford IVF, I started looking for another answer. And that search went on for years. One thing led to another. One question led to another. One rabbit hole led to about 47 more rabbit holes. And slowly I started putting together this approach. Different pieces, different ideas, different things I had researched. And eventually it became what I thought of as the fallopian tube formula. But here's what's important. When I said formula, I wasn't talking about something inside a bottle. There were no bottles. There wasn't an FDF1. There wasn't an FTF2. There wasn't a package I could ship you. The formula was the approach. It was this system I had spent years piecing together because I couldn't find anything like it when I needed it. And for a long time, that's all it was. Mine. Something I'd researched, something I'd developed, something I was using and learning from. I wasn't sitting there thinking, the world needs to know about this. Until one night at Carnegie Hall changed that. Abdul and I went to New York City to see Bob Proctor for his 50-year anniversary event. And Bob said something from that stage that hit me so deeply. I left Carnegie Hall knowing I have to put this into the world. I have to share this with the women coming after me. And on the way home, I looked at Abdul and said, I have to write this book. And that's how FTF went from something I'd been quietly piecing together for myself to something I was finally going to share. And eventually that book became, no, IVF is not your only option, the fallopian tube formula. And here's the part I love looking back. The book came before the bottles. The information came before the products. The mission came before the business. FTF existed as an idea before there was ever anything for me to sell. And the crazy part, if Abdul and I hadn't gone to Carnegie Hall that night, I honestly don't know when or whether I would have decided to put any of it out into the world. Sometimes one moment really can change the direction of your whole life.